Good evening and welcome to the state championship edition of the Thomas County Central Yellow Jackets Swarmcast. Welcome to all of the champions tuning in. Got Bryce Young over here to your right, Jamie Majors, the tech master himself, Casey Massey, who walked 45,000 steps last Wednesday.
Hey, I went less than I did last time I was there. I'll take it.
He had done a great job.
Oh, my! Thank goodness for Casey. I'm just flat telling you, we would have been in a heck of a mess on more ways than one without that joker. But anyway, we appreciate all of y'all, and of course, all y'all is the plural of y'all, tuning in. And hello to Obadiah Farley, Kenneth Hurst, Quaya Turner, and we appreciate everybody who's going to be tuning in tonight and participating in our last Swarmcast of the year. Of course, we'll come back after the first of the year and pick up at some point. But, man alive, not to make a statement where everybody picks on me about it, because apparently everybody gets on me because I say man alive too much. But
man alive.
Man alive.
Good grief.
I mean, at least you don't call yourself old.
That's true. Or man dead. It could be worse. Brittany Matthews. What a fantastic game, guys.
Absolutely.
62-21 Thomas County Central.
Before we get too far into that, the championship blizzard, Oreo.
Yes, the winner of the bracket.
Won the bracket. So we're honoring the championship bracket with the championship Yellow Jacket.
That's it, the championship.
This is the bling bling. We just got another ring edition.
So if you want to eat like a champion, go get you an Oreo Blizzard.
Absolutely.
That is
and
good
thank
stuff.
you so much to Dairy Queen for sponsoring this show.
For the whole year.
It's been awesome. I know that Tommy called me on my birthday and out of the blue, just happy birthday, big guy.
Oh, that's awesome.
He's a great guy in our community.
And I want to thank Dr. Robin Hines, best team in the tournament, complete team, offense, defense, special teams. Congratulations, TCC. Robin, I do not disagree with you. And of course, everybody's saying, I wish we could play Buford and all this stuff. Listen, let me tell you something. In our class,
Buford done their thing.
We took care of our thing. Buford took care of their thing. Worth County took care of theirs. But ours was as dominant a performance as I have ever seen in a state championship game. Mike Bufford is asking, or actually somebody's asking where can I get one of the signs. Look down in front.
It's a new sign.
The state championship sign that you see down there, designed by our own Chris White, who does a killer job.
Jam up.
Oh, my gosh. It's like he learned it somewhere or something. I don't know. I mean, I don't understand it. It's almost like he was in a program or something where you were learning how to do that stuff.
Yep.
Anyway,
but
same thing for Casey. Same thing for Bryce. Brian. Anyway, this came from Signs R Us.
Yep.
Larry McCabe and Kevin Gooden down there across the road from Chick-fil-A back up in the little strip mall.
Yep.
By Dog World.
By Dog World. That's right. That's where those came from. You can get with them, and they will happily fix you up. Of course, we have the real big size, which is what Jalen and all the guys were holding up in the bins.
In the bin.
But that's the one you want, though.
Yeah, that's the one you want.
You just got to have somewhere to put it.
Front yard, man. Hey, before we get too far away, I wanted to say that I had some real good conversation with Robin while we were at the bins. Robin Hines. And,
he's a great guy.
Man, what a great guy. And I had a chance to meet his sweet wife. And, man,
he outkicked his coverage with that mess. I don't want – how in the world?
But, man, I'm looking forward to – Robin's a good bass player, a guitar player. He's just a musician.
Yeah, he's very talented.
Kind of a Thomas County part of that
fraternity.
Musician, the roots of musicians around Thomasville. And I'm looking forward to playing a little music with him maybe.
Well, I told him, next time he comes home, we got to get together and not only get something to eat, but we need to break out them axes and do some jamming, man. He's very, very talented.
Absolutely.
And listen, I mean, Robin, he is a hometown guy. I mean, and loves what's going on with Thomas County. Of course, always supportive of Thomasville, but he keeps, even all the time that he was the chairman of the GHSA, he was watching what was going on down here and always very supportive. But Coach Rogers will be calling. We'll be talking to him. Brian Davis is not here tonight. Brian, a little bit under the weather. We're going to get him to call later on. We're going to watch the highlights from the game. We're going to pay a little tribute to the seniors on this team and talk about just the best senior class in Thomas County Central history. we're going to talk a little bit about what's coming back. And there's a fair number coming back. I mean, a pretty sizable portion of the team coming back. And we want to congratulate the winner of our bracket challenge. And let me make sure I get the name right. James Dominy. James Dominy. And here's what separated him. Let me go get the message from Brian. He picked the two ending teams exactly right, predicted the correct outcome of the state championship, and had the score the closest. So the overall bracket, James Dominy wins it.
Wow, so it went to tiebreaker too?
Yeah.
Well, well, no, there was no score, was there? I can't remember.
Well, whatever he did, it separated him out, and he had the most correct picks all the way through.
That's crazy because I wouldn't have picked Gainesville.
No.
Honestly, like before the playoffs started or when they started, I wouldn't have.
Yeah.
But
they got
something I don't, obviously.
They got a burr under their saddle with that stuff with Brunswick.
Yep.
And it really motivated them. So, James Dominy, if you are watching, get with me. Either email me at ryoung@tcjackets.net or shoot me a private message on Facebook, and I'll get with you. We got a little prize package for you, some Yellow Jacket merchandise. We're going to get Coach Rogers to sign a hat for you, and that'll be something unique that you'll have. And we appreciate all the dozens and dozens and dozens of people who participated in the bracket challenge. Justin Ellis, my adopted son.
Is it Fountain Nixon?
Fountain Nixon.
Says, guys, I got my Christmas gift, 15 games and one more championship.
Yeah, we all got a nice early Christmas present. Nice Christmas.
Awesome,
yeah,
man.
absolutely. But it's been so much fun, and what a way to close it out. I mean, we go into that game, and we'll have Coach Rogers call in a little while, and he'll confirm this. I think everybody felt like mano-a-mano, man-to-man, these two teams were very even as far as their athleticism and the way they looked. But Coach Rogers made the comment to me kind of off the record, and I think I shared it with you guys, that his hope was that we could test their solidarity, test their brotherhood, because so many of the players on the Gainesville roster are guys that have come in and become part of that. And, listen, Ken Hortman, there have been people coughing, hacking.
Left and right,
man. I think everybody. And, of course, half the team was sick, from what I understand.
Yep.
But I think he felt like if we could jump on them early and make them start kind of pointing fingers at each other and also kind of make them go, look, I didn't sign up for this.
Yep.
You would find out it was kind of a character test. And turned out he was right.
Yep.
And
Yes.
there's something to be said for that, Bryce. I mean, these young men on this roster for us, 99.9% of them have interlocked arms with each other since elementary school.
Yep.
Yeah, and honestly, I felt like they had the size advantage going into it.
No
too.
doubt.
But, yeah, I don't know. It's just it was a great thing to see.
Yeah.
They had two,
But I will give Gainesville credit, though. When end of the third, start of the fourth, they did put together some good plays and get back a little bit in it. So, I mean, that goes a long way, too. So
They never gave up.
No,
but
they
it
didn't.
seemed like as long as – did it seem like to y'all that every time a team got a play on us, it was a busted play that they was able to make something out of something?
Kind of the
Because
quarterback.
you
throughout
couldn't
the
drive
year,
the
yeah.
ball on
Yeah,
us.
no.
Yeah.
And Gainesville couldn't drive the ball on
Yep.
us.
Yeah.
But
What was it, Houston that had the two big runs right
Yep,
up the gut
yep,
for 70
yep.
yards apiece? Yeah, if you take those two plays off the board,
Yep.
that was pretty much a shutout.
That's right. So,
So,
but I just think that our defense was so consistent all year.
You're just not going to run on them.
Right. And
just weren't gonna run
And
on
then the quarterback for Gainesville, which is committed to Clemson,
He's good.
he is
Hewley.
very good.
Hewley.
He can fly.
Yep.
To be that size,
And a good arm, too.
He threw 22 passes.
Yep.
He completed 6.
Yep.
yeah, and that's the guy going to Clemson, by
And
the
that's
way.
the guy going to Clemson. So
Yeah.
And
feel
we're-
good about my nose.
And we're still sitting here wondering why our guy ain't going to Clemson.
Yeah,
But
that's
another
exactly my
story.
bad.
That's another story. It's going to happen. Something's going to give there.
We'll
We'll talk about that later. We'll talk about that later. But the play that nobody has talked about, to me, that was the backbreaker, was Amari Stevenson's forced fumble down there.
His backbreaker?
Yes.
Yeah,
no
it
pun
looked
intended.
like it did.
No pun
He smoked
intended.
him now.
But
Yeah, it did.
after the interception, you kind of felt like, and we were solidly ahead. It
It
wasn't like,
was a 3-score game.
Yeah,
Was
yeah.
28-7 or something at that
something
point?
like that, 35-14-ish, something like
Something.
that. But it wasn't like the game was in danger, but you kind of felt like for the first time, momentum was starting to take on that red and white instead of the blue and gold.
Yeah.
And then Amari comes up and cracks the sophomore running back. And to his credit, I mean, he played a good game, solid game, but that turnover picked up by Kobe Carnage, who had a fantastic game. There was no doubt that that took the win, whatever win there was in the sales that took it out of it.
Yeah, and I think after they got – what did they get the interception on, like the 30-something,
Yep, it
35
was.
or close to 30?
Yep.
And then the first play after that, they had an instant first down to move it 10 more yards down there. And then I think they had one small run, or maybe that was the play then. Yeah, come up from behind them and punched it out of there. Or not punched it, but hit it out of there, drilled it out of there.
Yep. Well, and just so you know, as far as their rushing stats were concerned, Dwight Lewis, the sophomore running back that had 220 yards against Rome, had 32 yards on 11 carries against Thomas County Central. Now, Hewley, the quarterback, because of busted plays, ended up with 129. But the rest of their offense, rushing-wise, ended up with 60 yards. Total.
Yeah, and on that busted play, Cam was diving for him.
Yep. Just
he
out of his
cut and
reach.
just missed him.
Yep.
That was a gnat's eyelash
Yep.
away from being disaster for them.
We were in the backfield all night long.
Prince, I thought Prince Che
Oh, man.
played the game of his
Best one so
game.
far. Yep.
His best game, because the guy that he was matched up on was a bus. That joker was a monster. They had two tackles that were as big as any in the state, probably.
Yep.
And
But our bus was a little quicker and a little stronger, and he's just a sophomore too.
You can say what you want to, but you can say all this stuff, but you cannot judge a man's heart.
No, well, I've said it before. I mean, we've had it printed on shirts. You can measure size, you can measure speed, you can measure strength, but you can't measure heart.
Nope.
And when that heart of the champion thing steps up, where you are in the middle of that battle, and you know that you're interlocked with a bunch of guys that have got your back as much as you've got theirs, that brotherhood thing takes over. And I really think that's what we saw the other night. And, guys, we can't go any further without mentioning Deuce Lawrence.
Absolutely.
A historic
I have
night.
never seen somebody that can be going wide open and take a kick to the side and never slow down and continue to go forward.
Yeah. I mean, to me, another part of that makes him who he is the vision, too. That
Yes.
was just ridiculous all night long.
Yep.
If it involves waiting or going half throttle to wait for the blocks to set up, that's what he does. And guess what? He'll come 10 more yards out of that hole afterwards.
Yep.
And what makes Deuce unique, and listen, he was a good running back last year.
Yeah.
But the amped up physicality that we have seen from him this year, and the fact that he can be, is that Coach Rogers? He can be whatever he needs to be. Coach Rogers.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, we're sitting here celebrating, man. How are you? Coach, we lose you?
Alabama.
What's that?
I said I'm walking around downtown Greenville, Alabama.
Hey, there we go.
Yeah,
Here we
just
go.
looking around at some Christmas lights with the family.
Hey, that's all good, man. That is all good. Well, first off, congratulations, Coach. A fantastic performance and a historic night, man, just as good as it could have been.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, just so proud of this group of guys and just the maturity they've had all year long. I mean, they set a goal back in January to do whatever it takes. They didn't like the feeling that happened when we lost to Langston, and they set this goal and they held each other accountable. We always talk about a coach-driven team can be good, but a player-driven team can be great, and we challenged them to be player-driven. And I think that's what you saw all year is the players pushing each other and holding each other to a high standard.
Yeah.
And when those players do it, when the players hold each other, it just hits different.
Yeah, yeah. And you said something to me the week before the state championship game that I think, Coach, was a huge factor in this game about the cohesion and the glue between these young men on this team and that brotherhood thing that has been forged through years and years and years. You said you wanted to test the solidarity of that Gainesville roster. And I'm not throwing shade at Gainesville, but there are a lot of new faces on there that have not grown up together. And
they were a built team over the last couple of years.
Yep.
I mean, almost like a college team where
Yep.
you just NIL bring them in, and they'd been getting out to an early start on a lot of people. Langston Hughes, they jumped out to a big start. Rome, they jumped out to a big start. Brunswick, they jumped out to a big start.
Yep.
And that was the big challenge we told our boys. I said, you get them in the second half, where you got a lead or a one-score game, and let's find out what they're made out of. Let's get them into adversity and see if they buckle or not. And like I say, our kids came out, played fast early, and we got them into that second half where they had to kind of come together or either break apart.
Yeah, no question. And now let me ask you this, and I want you to shoot straight here. What type of game were you expecting? I mean, because I don't think anybody expected what we saw. What were you expecting?
No, I told the staff all week it was going to be a race to 28. I thought it was going to be the first one to 28 points wins. So I thought it was going to be like 28-24, 28-21, kind of something like that is how I really saw the game go. And I thought 28 points could win it, with our defense and the way our defense plays. And they've been playing good on offense. But I felt like it was a race to 28. And 28 would have still won it. We just decided to just keep the foot on the gas and don't stop at 28.
Yeah. That's a good way of putting it. That's a real good way to put it.
But that's what I thought. I thought it'd be a little bit more of a defensive battle. I thought the defensive fronts would have played a bigger role in it. But our O-line just did an unbelievable job of getting hats on everybody. And then the big tale of the game, in my opinion, was tackling.
Yeah.
When they got us in one-on-one situations with the safety of the linebacker, we made the tackle, and it was a 2 to 3 yard game, maybe a 4 yard game, because we made those one-on-one tackles in space. When we got them in those one-on-one situations with either outside linebacker or safety having to come fit the run, Deuce was making them miss.
Yeah.
And so they were missing those tackles, and we're getting big chunks, and we're tackling them to the ground, making them snap it again. And that turned out to be a big deal, how well we tackled and how good Deuce was able to make the extra hat, because the O-line took care of the hats we could block. We had the numbers numbered up. So the extra hat had to get there, and Deuce was making that extra hat miss.
And Jalen's legs played a big part in that thing too, Coach.
Yeah, you get big games. Y'all have seen it. I mean, Hoko, Lee, this one, Roswell. When you get the big games, big boy he gonna run a little bit.
Right.
We're gonna have some things planned in for him to get downhill, and that's his deal. He's not a zone read runner. He's not a runner that's gonna read the end and get around the edge. He's a downhill, get behind his pads, physical runner, and he's dang good at it.
Yep.
And so we had a lot more of those things to kind of get him going downhill to give some misdirection, because we knew they were a fast-flowing defense that's going to chase the ball, and so get them moving one way and bring Jalen back the other way.
Yeah, no question about it. And we got to mention Deuce. I mean, and you mentioned him earlier, but Coach, just a special night for that young man and for everybody that watched it.
Yeah, I'd say so. That record in state championship, that's pretty special. But he's special. I mean, we joked all year, just get him started and do some stuff, and that's what he does.
Yeah.
And if you can get the hats on a hat and just get him to the second level, just get him past that first level, and let him start the run, then he just does great things. But then also on top of that, because obviously he's shifty, he changes direction so stinking well, and he's fast. But I mean, how many runs were 4 yard gains, but he'd get behind his pads and it'd be a 6 or 7 yard gain the way he fell forward. I mean, he doesn't get enough credit for the power he runs with. Everybody sees the speed and the shiftiness, but let me tell you, he's a physical joker too. Now, don't sleep on him. That joker is a physical back as well.
Obadiah Farley's asking for your thoughts on not only Deuce setting the record, but now he has gone viral on social media, man. He's the talk of the doggone state, if not the whole nation in some ways.
Well, good for him, because he has sat here quietly and just worked his tail off.
Yep.
And all of us in here, he ain't no secret to us. We've seen it. We've seen it for 15 games. Heck, we've seen it all since last year. how special he is, and just a great kid he is. And so I'm glad that the nation's seeing it. I'm glad the nation's and the state, and I say nation because again, we're a national brand. I mean, we said that when we came down here. If you can be great in Georgia, you'll be a national brand. And it's good for them to put a spotlight here on Thomas County Central.
I want to mention two names too that don't get enough talk, and that's Camden Godwin and Frank Garbutt. Those two young men. I had a friend of mine who graduated with me from high school. He said, if I could run behind those two, he said, I'd gain some yardage too. He said that they are the most aggressive blockers they had ever seen in their lives. They attack people. And again, Deuce followed them.
Yeah, there's no doubt. I mean, Camden and Frank take pride in what they're doing. They take pride in their role of what their role is. That's one of the great things about football is everybody's got a role. And they take so much pride in it. Camden at the point of attack in line, and then Frank playing that, we call it a joker. It's basically just a fullback position, but we renamed it a joker a long time ago because he's a wild card.
Right.
Just like a joker is in a deck of cards.
Right. Yep.
He can do anything. He can line up anywhere. We've had him at receiver and motioned him in. We've had him at sniffer, and Frank just takes pride in physical men. Jimmy Dudley, who's been with me since, all the way back to Harris County to Jones County. I mean, Coach Dudley, the O-line coach, has been with him forever. That's what me and him talked about. Frank's best fullback we've ever had.
Yep.
I think he's the best one I've ever had, and I've had some good ones. I thought Dan Curry at Jones was a really good fullback for us, but Frank has just been the best one we've ever had. He's just, the way he finishes people is so impressive.
And Coach, a lot quicker than a lot of people think too. He took pride on. Yeah, he took pride on trying to get faster in our program and being able to run. We do a lot of speed training stuff. Yeah, and he took pride. And again, another one of those guys that I want to talk about this. I've heard so much about his dad all the time. Yep.
I mean, another guy that it meant something to be a Yellow Jacket.
Yes.
Yeah, this wasn't something I was just coming here to play football. No, he was playing for Central. It mattered to him and his family.
Yep.
Yeah, that legacy stuff.
You block a little different when that happens.
Yes,
absolutely.
And you see that. I mean, it just means something.
Yeah.
Also, Coach, I want you to talk about the game that Kobe Carnage had over on the defensive side.
How about that? Yeah.
Hey, and he's coming back, by the way. He's a junior. I want to talk about that, too.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, just so happy for Kobe because he's such a great guy. He's another one of those kind of like Trayvon, and the fact that I pulled him in the office at the start of the year and just, back in January and said, look, Kobe, we're gonna move you to safety. I said, I think that's what you are. I said, we got a lot of running backs, and I just think you could be a really good college safety the way that you're built and everything like that. And just like, yes, sir, Coach, whatever you think, whatever you think's best. I mean, just eagerly jumped at it and hadn't ever played really safety.
Yep.
And went over there, did a great job, and you saw him get better and better and better and more comfortable as the year went on. And in the playoffs is where it really clicked on him. And he just started balling. And he had a great game against Roswell, and then had an unbelievable game in the state championship. And obviously he had all the picks and he went high point of the ball. But go back and watch how many times he had tackles at 2 and 3 yards from the line of scrimmage, fitting the run too. He wasn't just sitting back waiting on passes. He was coming downhill playing runs when he read it too. He was just reading it and seeing it really well.
Yep. And, Coach, one of the things that I have always talked about with this program is the thing that we've called the heart of the champion, and that is when the odds are against you, you're fighting uphill, you find a way. And there has never been a more perfect embodiment of that than Artem the other night. Just a warrior.
And that goes back to the whole player-driven piece because the players felt responsible to each other. They felt like they owed to give their best to each other. They felt a commitment to each other. And so Autumn's out there banged up, going off to college, fit to go play college ball and be gone in January. And while he was not one that grew up here, he'd been with these boys for 4 years.
Yep.
And he's been in there working with them, 12 months out of the year. And so going into that senior year, it mattered, like that friendship and that brotherhood, since we've used that term so much. Yes, it mattered. I mean, that's, again, man, I don't want to be biased, but I guess I am. football is the greatest sport there is. I mean, it's just there's nothing like the bonds you build because it ain't easy. It is hard. It is difficult. It is you're not going to be feel great about it, but you're going to go out there and do it because the commitment. Your teammate, your friend, he feels the same stinking way, and he's out there doing it.
Right.
And so you don't want to let them down. Well, that's life, brother. And it's just an awesome sport. Yeah, Art. I've never seen a kid just will himself to get through a game.
Yep.
Just completely I will not come out.
Yep.
And I joked, y'all are like this. So I joked with him after the game. Everybody's, kind of coming off and get ready to load the bus. I said, man, Autumn, that was awesome, man. That was so awesome, Autumn. I said, you know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of a movie. I said, man, it was just like a movie, man. There's this guy in this movie called Rocky Balboa. And, man, you reminded me so much because he hates that when he beat the Russians. He can't stand it. And so we joke with him all the time. It's not a real movie. It's fake. It's fake. We've talked all that. So I built him up, and I said, man, it reminded me of this guy named Rocky. I said, it's just like, he's like, man, he looked at me and just started laughing. Man, Coach, you ain't right.
I will break you.
Yeah. Because we've gave him a hard time for years about that.
Oh,
so I
that's
had to
good
mess
stuff.
with him one last time.
That is good stuff. Guys, you got any questions for Coach before we let him go enjoy his family?
Scott Bass had a good question.
Coach, we're being asked, what's your goal time-wise to try to get the schedule nailed down? And I know it's kind of a mess right now, but what's your thought process on trying to get the schedule for next year nailed down?
You better not hold your breath. That's all I can tell you.
I hear there's been some games being played.
Yeah.
I got two left to find, and there ain't a whole lot. Ain't a big list of suitors.
Right.
So we're working on it. It's again, pressure is a privilege, and success is a privilege, but it always cuts both ways.
It's a work in progress. Let's just put it that way, right?
It's
right.
a big time work in progress because while I may have to go to Atlanta once, I don't need. Them Atlanta trips wear you out.
Yes.
All y'all went to Atlanta for the state champ. When you got back, it took 2 days to get over.
Yes.
It's just you don't want to keep doing that.
Yeah.
Because it just wears you down.
Yep.
Well, let me ask you this, Coach. In working on that schedule, with us going to the new format next year with the, I guess it's a point system or something that on how you get the power rankings for the playoffs, will that kind of go into that part or?
No, it won't affect us. We're going to have enough points on that thing. If we can win games, it ain't going to matter.
Okay, that's true.
You seen the region we play in?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because that ain't going to matter. We are going to open up. Now, I will tell you this. We're going to open the season up with Moultrie, and so I can say that. And we're going to play Colquitt and bring that rivalry back. And we need to be playing that game. Should have been playing that game.
Yep.
That's just a great game. Both neighboring communities, 20 miles away.
Yeah.
And so we'll bring that back. So you had that game and Lee County and Houston County and Coffee, and now you bring in Tift. Man, I ain't worried about no points. You just better win.
Well, Coach, all the way up to the playoffs,
That's right.
they said we didn't play nobody. So.
There ain't nobody left.
Nobody left to play. So
haters are gonna say a lot of things, Jamie.
Hey, listen,
I learned that in this business a long time ago.
Hey, listen, my response, Coach, was they said we ain't played nobody. I said there ain't nobody left.
Yeah, ain't no doubt. Well, my response is Al Davis, just win, baby.
That's right.
That's
1,000%. James Marable's asking, and we know we lose such a fantastic senior class, but Coach, the cupboard isn't bare, man. I mean, we've got some stuff to look forward to.
No doubt. I mean, we definitely lost a lot of really good players, but I mean, you lose them all the time. We said that when we lost Malachi and D and Tyron Christopher and Caleb Anderson and Trey Brent and Ricky Fulton. I mean, you're going to be able to say that every stinking year.
Yep.
And somebody, it's like we got a little slide in our PowerPoint that we do every year in January. And I've got one that always says, who's next? Yep. Because while traditions, never graduates. I mean, people are going to leave. We know that. And everybody's going to ask me, how are you going to fill those shoes? And I'm always, somebody's going to fill them. It just is what it is. And you'll work your way through the year, and there'll be new stars emerge, kind of like a Kobe Carnage and all the other. I mean, you'll have new stars emerge. But don't get me wrong, they got some big shoes to fill. I mean, you don't become the winningest class in the history of the school without some big shoes.
No doubt.
That's right.
No doubt about it. Now I'm being asked, folks now that are all excited about hearing about the Colquitt news, do we know if we're home or away this next time around? Or
I think we're at home.
Okay.
We ain't knocked that in, but should be.
Okay.
Yeah, we were going to try to do it opposite of the Thomasville game every year, so that way you have one good gate every year. But They decided not to do that anymore. And we had that game scheduled back November 14th, and it was going to be week 3. But then we found out last week that they had a change of mind, so we're not playing it.
Yeah, we'll figure that out. But, hey, Coach Rogers, man, thank you so much for your work. Again, just a tireless effort. And I know you're not going to toot your own horn, but I've seen it. Everybody here has seen it. It's a remarkable, special spot, man, and we're thankful you are here.
Yes.
Well, I want to say this on that. The biggest thing to be thankful. Thankful we got a great staff.
Yep.
And we've got an unbelievable group of coaches, and you've got consistency. I mean, we've had a turnover at the coordinator spot with Will Winston, but Seth Boyette, our co-coordinator, is every bit the coordinator and been here since the beginning. And other than that, we really haven't had any changes. I mean, it's the same coaches that have been here all 4 years, and that's a testament to our administration, this community, and this school, that you got coaches that want to be here.
Yeah.
They don't want to leave. It's a special place, and so we just got a great staff, and we just got to keep them here. When Coach Pilcher was winning all those games, I mean, I bet you could look at that coaching picture every year, and it looked a lot of same.
You're right.
And if you can keep a staff together, that's where you really build that consistency without not having to change it all the time.
Coach, and what happened with Coach Winston? I had not heard that.
I hadn't heard anything either.
No. I'm saying he came in. He's the only one.
Okay. I was going to say, wait a minute. Lord knows we all just caught our breath. Okay.
We ain't losing Coach Winston now. He's too good.
I'll be right back.
It got real quiet here.
No, heck no, he's too good.
Okay,
I'm saying when Coach Clark left,
Gotcha.
Coach Winston
Now
came
I'm
in,
with you.
And the defense has stayed just as aggressive and just as
Exhale,
good.
Jamie, you
I mean,
good.
I
It's
say
all
one of the
good.
best
That's it.
defenses ever. Heck no.
I'm
jinxing that.
I'm waving some air at Jamie.
Well, I'll tell you this, Coach. I've been watching Central since I graduated in 1990. I just about went to every practice for 20 years. I'm as big a Yellow Jacket fan as
I
you'll
got you
ever
beat by
find.
25 years, just so you know.
But I have never seen the work that you and your staff put in.
Yep.
And the thing is how much y'all love those kids. It is crazy how much y'all put into them.
But the kids know it.
The kids know it.
They buy in too.
And they
man.
buy
I'm just
in.
telling you.
Well, they give so much. I mean, they trust us. They work so hard. It's hard not to love them.
Yep.
When you got someone that's sitting there pouring in and they're working. I mean, y'all don't get to see them y'all get to see them at practice. You don't see January all the way up.
Yep.
The amount of work they do in the weight room and things like that. I mean. And then just how good of kids they are. Now, again, I tell everybody, they're teenagers now, so they'll do knucklehead stuff like any other teenager will. But they're good youngins. So they're hard. It's hard not to love them when you're around them all the time because they're just such good kids.
And, Coach, we're being asked, is the January 5 date still the tentative date for the get-together at the Jacket's Nest?
We feel pretty confident on that. I was
Okay.
reaching out because we've got a lot of college boys that are leaving, and
Right.
and we're finding out their dates of when they're leaving. We've got one going to leave earlier, but he's going to Florida State on the 3rd, and we think he can drive back on the 5th.
You got a point.
Yeah, and the rest of them is January 6th, 7th. Got a couple on the 9th. So the 5th would be a great time. So that's what we're shooting for.
Okay.
We'll work more details out, and then one of the big things I got to do is I got to get our team picture remade, and I got to make sure I do it before these boys leave. Because that's that picture that's going to go in that gym forever. And these boys are going to bring their sons back one day and be, hey, look what your daddy did. And so we got to make sure these boys are in that picture to have, so they get to have that special moment one day when they bring their kids back and show them what their dad was able to accomplish.
And Coach, I got one last question for you, and this one I hate to put you on the spot on it, but I've had too many people asking me about what is the deal with Jalen and his recruitment.
Tell me, brother.
What is wrong?
Yeah,
Nobody knows.
working.
Nobody knows. I mean, it makes no sense.
It's quarterbacks and kickers, man. Quarterbacks and kickers are the weirdest little recruitment process. No, it's a weird recruitment process. I have the beholder, and you don't understand. It's kind of like the NFL draft when you see a quarterback start dropping, and it just start dropping, and they start dropping. You're like, what is going on? It makes no sense. And it's just one of those things. And we've had great success for recruiting all our guys, and we're still pushing on Jalen. And someone is going to steal this kid. I mean,
yes.
Now, while the transfer portal is got a lot of negatives, And one positive is it's never over. And so you can work your way up. And that's what I tell Jalen. I was like, Jalen, I said, you ain't going to be nothing but like that kid that I forget where he started at a really small school, wound up getting picked up by Tulane. Then he went to Tulane and he bought.
Uh-oh. May have just lost him.
Uh-oh.
Yep, we may have lost him. That's cell service in Alabama right there.
You're right.
Right. And Greenbow?
Greenville. Talking about Forrest Gump. You want to try to call him back, Jamie? I mean, Casey, you want to try to call him?
There it goes. It finally fell. I was seeing if it ever come back.
We'll get him
try
back
to
on.
call him back.
Yeah, because he was making a point. Well, the name that comes to mind is the Trinidad Chambliss, the kid at doggone Ole Miss who was at Ferris
There
State.
he is.
Hey, Coach, sorry about that.
Sorry.
Oh,
Hey,
Alabama.
Verizon ain't always. Can you hear me now in South Alabama sometimes?
I was going to say cell service in Alabama, but hey,
Yeah, we headed back home.
the thing, did I lose you again, Coach? Yo, Coach.
Uh-oh.
Sounds like it. He must be going through some dead zones.
He must be doing something.
He must be over.
I don't know. Try him one more time, Casey, and then we'll wrap up with him. I know he's trying to get to his
Yeah,
family, and I don't blame him. He's given us enough time. And Obadiah, no, I have not checked the weather because the last time everybody froze,
Your call.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
he'll call back here in a second. But what a fantastic job, man. I mean,
Yep.
bottom line. And we are just blessed to have – you just think of all the things that had to happen for Justin Rogers to be where he is now.
Yeah, it was a blessing.
It was meant to be. And I told Clint Thompson today from the newspaper, he was asking some questions about Coach Rogers and the comparisons with Coach Pilcher and all. The biggest comparison, both of them were the right guy at the right place at the right time.
Absolutely.
And that doesn't happen all
It's
the
not
time.
a competition.
No.
Hello?
It's
There he
you
is.
are.
Hey,
Ms.
sorry.
Rogers said her phone works better than mine.
Hey, what we were saying though, the name that came to mind about going wherever you want. Look at the kid that's at Ole Miss right now, Trinidad Chambliss.
There you
He's
go.
Ferris
Exactly.
State, and now he is. I mean, one of the Heisman favorites probably going into next season. Well, doggone it,
Your daughter was working.
it worked for a second. I don't know what we're doing wrong here. Or maybe it's. I don't know.
I travel all over Alabama, so I know where he's talking about here.
Hey, well, if he calls back, we'll just tell him thank you and let him go on. But anyway, talking about Jalen, I really can't explain it, but he nailed it. I mean, Sam Brown's in the same position.
Yep.
Sam's still trying to land somewhere.
Me and you were talking earlier, and I told you that his demeanor is a lot like Charlie.
Big time. Said that for years.
He's got this quiet leadership.
Yep. Very business.
I don't think he talks a lot in the huddle, to be honest with you. I really don't. So he's just got this.
Never talking trash. Very focused.
Yeah, it was more surgical.
Just
though.
play the game.
Yep.
He just plays the game, and everybody's better when he plays the game.
Yep.
Yeah. The thing that I don't understand about it is, in the last let's just say 2 years, right? Not even his first year. The last 2 years, how many big time quarterbacks have we played against?
Oh my gosh.
And how many has he outdueled straight up?
Yep. No
Go
question.
ahead.
Everyone.
Yeah.
The only one that beat us was the kid at Lee.
Yeah.
And now he's back up at Georgia Southern. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, no, started half the
was gonna
season.
say
Georgia
now,
Southern.
But he was really good. I ain't
made- he
taking
was
nothing
very
away
good.
from that kid.
Unknown caller.
What the heck was that? Was that you?
Justin Rogers.
Hey, I'm going to try it last time.
Hey, listen, we're not going to keep you, Coach, man. We love you, appreciate you. Go out
Yep.
there, enjoy your family, and we'll get with you after the first part of the year, man. Just congratulations one more time.
No doubt. Well, I just want to say real quick while I got it before he dropped me again is, man, just thank you to this community. Thank you for all the support that you give these kids. It's special, man. It's special. And I love that the whole state got to see how special our fans are.
Yep.
And just how special this place is. Yeah, we got good players, and boy, they played great. But everybody got to see what a community is supposed to be like.
Yes.
And that's what's wrong with America now is we've lost community.
Yep.
We've lost that feeling of pride from where you're from. And I'm just so glad I'm at a place that hadn't lost that.
Yep.
So just thank you for the community and having that pride. And guess what? There's a reason why this place is special.
That's right.
And it's because you ain't lost that. And so it's just an honor to be here.
100%, Coach. Man, hey, appreciate you, love you. Y'all go enjoy your family and happy holidays, Merry Christmas. Don't let those youngins get too spoiled now. I know they got some Christmas stuff coming. Santa's coming to see them, right?
Yeah, Ms. Rogers to make sure of that. I can promise you. They are definitely going to be taken care of. But no, I hope everybody has a Merry Christmas, and it's just going to be a little bit more merrier now with these, what these boys were able to accomplish.
100%. I think Christmas came a little early, Thomas County. That's okay.
It definitely did. It definitely did in my house.
100%. Coach, hey, man, enjoy family going out there and get it, and appreciate you calling.
Thank you. Go Jackets.
Yeah, man, 100%. Yeah, and Jamie, you won the bracket challenge, my friend. You missed me talking about it earlier. Hey, we know he tuned in late. Send me a private message when you get a chance, Jamie, and we'll get you lined up. You won it. Your picks there to close it out separated you from the group. And we had several people who were really, really right there, neck and neck. And there's the final bracket. And, of course, Thomas County Central ends up winning it over Gainesville. I'll tell you what, let's do real quick, Casey. Let's go to the post-game interviews because these are really cool. And I want to thank Georgia Public Television. We are borrowing these videos from them. Oh, you want to thank Dairy Queen one more time?
Queen one more time.
You got an empty cup over there?
Empty cup.
Is it defective? Is that what's wrong with it? I got to hold the bottle up?
Yeah.
Is yours empty?
I'm still working on mine.
Well, we're 3 for 4 on being empty.
Yeah.
I'm talking too much.
We can tell the one that's talking.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm talking too much. But I want to thank Georgia Public Television for use of the video here. We also use it on the highlight videos and on, of course, again, they do such a fantastic job of covering our games and covering all the stuff that's going on the bins. But these two interviews here to close this, it closed their broadcast out the other night. Pretty special with Coach Rogers and with Jalen and Deuce. So let's watch those.
All right, Cody's ready down on the field. All right, time for our Georgia Cotton Commission players of the game. I'm holding a lot of laundry here, and for good reason. Thomas County Central, a huge night. How about Jalen Johnson accounting for 4 total touchdowns? So, Jalen, take your towel. Let's get it on. And this man, who didn't look like he sweat all night, Deuce Lawrence. Deuce, we'll start with you. It is a new state record. In a Georgia high school championship game, you ran for 380 yards tonight. How'd that feel?
It felt great. It wouldn't be possible without my lineman. Setting the holes, making the plays for me. None of that would have been possible without him and the man above.
Coach says you always run like you got a chip on your shoulder. Why is that?
Because, man, I know my uncle, man, he just passed this year, man. I dedicated this season to him.
It didn't look hard. I mean, you kept going, and I don't think you broke a sweat tonight.
Yeah, I definitely broke a sweat.
Tell me about this guy, Jalen Johnson.
Man, he's a leader, number one leader on the team, man. He brought us here. He's the reason we here.
All right, I'm going to let you return the favor. Tell me about Deuce.
Deuce, that man, the playmaker. He's the best player, best offensive player on the team. Playmaker can do a lot. That's why he put the ball in his hand. He touched the ball the most anybody on the team.
What does it mean for you guys to go out with another championship as seniors?
Great. Feel wonderful. Great. Feel wonderful as a team. Without God.
And what do you got to say to all these folks who made this long?
Thank y'all. Thank y'all.
What a way to end the year with 2 Georgia Cotton Commission players of the game. Deuce Lawrence, Jalen Johnson are state champs for Thomas County Central.
Yeah, that's special. And
that's awesome, man.
Let's talk to Brian Davis real quick. We've got Brian on the line as he's quarantined or something.
Do we have to?
Brian, no, we ain't got to. We ain't got to do nothing.
Oh, good. Hang up.
Jamie just booed you.
Yeah, boo.
How you feeling?
Nothing but carnage. Kobe carnage.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm better today. It's head cold mess, and of course the flu's running rampant, and I don't want to have to get that to nobody. But thankfully I don't believe it's a flu. I think it's just sinus stuff.
Yeah.
But holding it down here in Thomas County South, as some people like to call it, better known as Tallahassee, Florida.
Well, tell us your thoughts about the trip to the Bends, Brian.
Well, I mean, couldn't ask for much better than what it was. I thought that it was just a culmination of the year end of the whole season together. Just. It didn't feel real. I really would say that until you get it done with, because, and I think you and I talked about it too, and Bryce and I know did, but it just don't feel real not having one of those games where you're on the edge of your seat just waiting for the hammer to drop. I felt like there in the first quarter against Gainesville, I kind of felt like that. It was like, okay, when are they about to break out? When are they going to finally find their stride? And they never did. And that's because we didn't let them.
Yeah.
And it was weird being like that, but at the same time, too, why should I expect anything else?
Well, I mean, you start adding up the numbers, and I've been asked, and this is one of the things I wanted us to talk about as a group, and while we got you on the line, a lot of people asking about my thoughts on whether this is the greatest Thomas County Central team ever. I don't see how you can say it's not. I mean, how do you justify an argument that it's not with any other team? I mean, this is the most complete team, top to bottom, that we've ever had, and in my estimation, what makes this team different is so many people contributing.
That's what I'm saying. Well-rounded, I think, is the
Yeah, because you go back, Jamie, you think of the 97 team. Mm-hmm. Remove Joe Burns from that equation. You're probably not a 15-0 team. I mean, you're struggling. You may make a run, but a state championship 15-0, no, it's not going to happen. 2007, with DeBrell Smiley. I mean, you take DeBrell out of that mix. These guys on this team, there were so many. If you wanted us to be a running team, we could be a running team. If we need to be a passing team, we could be a passing team. If you want to play a defensive game, we'll play that. You want to play a special teams game, we can do that. It's the most complete football team that we've ever had.
Now, do you say that because the offense is much more dynamic with more wrinkles?
Yes. Well, I mean,
was that why you would say that, though?
Well, you just got so many more contributors. I mean, the way the offense was designed in the 90s, it was a running back, quarterback offense.
Right.
That's it. I mean, and you had receivers. Torrey Bynum is one that comes to mind. Neil Davis is another one that comes to mind that were quality receivers. But if they got 2 or 3 receptions a game, it was a miracle.
Yeah.
I mean, we would go seasons and not throw as many times as we throw in a game.
Yeah, I will say, though, that 97 and that 94 defense.
The defenses were special. But 94 wasn't until we got into the playoffs. Because, some folks scored some points on them through the regular season. But each one of them has their place. But if you're talking top to bottom, this one I think stands alone. I don't
Jamie, do those teams in the 90s have the defensive depth that we had this year?
No.
The 97 team, they was a A-plus player at every position.
But depth. And that's my thing about this team.
Yeah, but
Jamie.
we had defensive line depth on that 97 team.
But
now the secondary stuff kind of got a little.
I was going to say
we were a little less, and the linebackers were.
You lose Chris Daniels, you had nobody to step into those shoes. But this year on this team, again, if Kobe had been hurt, you've got guys that can rotate in there.
Several different combinations that we had to use throughout the year with Pringle getting hurt.
100%.
I think that Andrews is his best playing is still out there. DeAndre Andrews,
and he came on too.
He's a monster, man. He can be as good as anybody that's leaving.
Yep. But I don't think there's any question when you add up all the elements, this team is the best one we've ever
Absolutely.
had. Each one has their place.
Yep.
But if you're comparing apples to apples, and that's what I told Joe Burns. We were talking about it the other day, and it's not a slight.
No.
But you just have. Coach Pilcher, the way he designed those teams, he chased half the people off. He wanted the toughest guys. He didn't want guys that were role players. He wanted guys who bought in 1,000%. And that's what you look at the state championship pictures, there's 60 players, 65 players. That's it.
In 92, I bet you there's 45.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, it looked like a single A school.
He would chase players off to try to keep the solidarity. But what this coaching staff, and again, this is another element of this, they are masterful at being able to find what fits these players. Just like they did with Kobe Carnage, what they did with Trey Pringle. And we never did that before. You never had that type of versatility.
That's right.
And that's why, again, you add all the pieces up, including the coaching, this one stands alone. And that's not a slight against any of those other teams. And I think that everyone, and Tim Watkins, who was a lineman on one of those teams, and of course, Trey Guyton, his dad was a quarterback on 96 and 97's team. They will tell you that's what separates this bunch out is that depth development and the player development from those coaches.
Well, I think the offense, too, is entirely different because when you ran the veer, you had to find what players fit the veer. And in this offense, you can find what plays fit the players. It's different, And when you're talking about JB and you know that he's really, really good over the middle in between the hashes, that's where you're going to, place him. Whereas with the veer, if you didn't have that guy like Joe Burns or Cooksey or somebody like that, you were really grasping at straws to try to find something to work. You know, it's the difference in decades of football with technology, weight training, nutrition is a big difference.
No doubt.
And the competition level, to me, in the 90s was your smaller schools. There was a big difference there. Of course, when we were a 3A school in the 90s, we were as good as anybody else with what we had.
Well, remember now, there were only 4 classes back then.
So we were
right.
So it's just like it is now. But now, let me say this. I mean, we had a region that had Doherty, Worth County, Thomasville, Cairo. I mean, it was stacked.
Yes.
Stacked.
Yeah.
But this region here as well.
Bainbridge.
I mean, this region here is as well. Now, Scott Bass is asking a very intriguing question.
That is a great question, actually.
What is the best team to not win state that had the chance?
I've got to say it's either 7 or 22.
I like
7 or 22.
I like 2002
Yeah.
2003. I'm going 2003.
with Eric
Yep, Eric's senior year.
when we played Thompson.
No, that was 2002.
Yeah, that's the best one.
Well, I was 5, so I can't speak.
But
Brian,
Eric,
you were 7. You want to give us a bit of time?
the reason I say
right,
03, we were undefeated going into that game against Marist in 03 and had not even come close to losing a game that season. And things just turned sideways in that game. To me, 03 is the season that will haunt me.
And 07 with DeBrell.
But it
Because
was
we
DeBrell,
had killed everybody, too, now, all
Yeah,
year in
DeBrell
7, and then
killed-
you got
yeah,
up
and then-
there.
but that was the weakness of the Veer right there, is that you had DeBrell. It's kind of like what
And
we
he-
watched with
he
Toombs
got
County.
a chink on that ankle. And
It's kind of like what we watched with Toombs County in their state championship game with Worth. That fantastic running back, and if he starts getting some momentum, you're in trouble. But if you can keep him at bay and turn them into something that they're not, you got a problem. And that's what happened in 07. And I've always credited Ware County and the defensive coordinator. Doggone, I can't think of his name. Played at Thomasville. Jimmy.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Y'all help me out. Defensive back played at Valdosta State, and I cannot think of his name for anything. But anyway, what he did, he said, DeBrell Smiley, you are not beating us. One way or the other, somebody else is going to have to beat us.
That's right.
And it didn't happen.
That's right.
But that's a fantastic question. Fantastic question. Brian, I'm not going to keep you. Jimmy Francis.
Yeah,
Thank
he's
you,
good
Joey.
now.
Golly, man. I was going into brain lock. Jimmy Francis.
Yep.
That's exactly
He was
right.
awesome, man. He was at Moultrie, too.
Yep. But Brian, I was going to give you a chance to make some final thoughts before we get moving on here, because I wanted to get the other interview that we had with Coach Rogers after the game with Georgia Public Television.
Yeah, no, I just, all in all, this season, just, if you don't think that this is the best season that we have, I just invite you to look at the records of everybody that we beat, number one, but also look at the facilities and the overall abilities of these teams now that we face in the playoffs. Woodward Academy, Gainesville, Roswell. As far as the money that's invested in those programs now, I think to me that's kind of what separates itself out. And if you look at who Gainesville beats now, okay, but look at the money that's being spent in these schools.
Yep.
And you all of a sudden now look at Gainesville. They have one of the nicest stadiums in the whole state. They've invested a ton of money in this program.
Yep.
And they have the ability to go out and get players in the metro Atlanta area that they won't, because that's just the nature
That's
of
the
the
way it
beast
works.
there.
That's just the way it works.
Or nowadays, wherever they want.
Yep.
Right. And so, I mean, I'm not reaching all the way to New York, but, you know.
I don't know now.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Shots not fired.
But it's just, to me, that's what separates us out. You know, it's getting crazy as far as, you know, it's getting a little college pro-like.
Well, I think it goes back, though, Brian, what Coach Rogers was saying and what we've said for so long here. These boys are playing for their daddies, for their granddaddies, for their great-granddaddies who wore the blue and gold. I mean, this is a legacy that's handed down from grandfather to father, father to son, and that you don't find that in these. You just don't find that in those factory schools. You just don't find it. And I think,
look at the community buy-in. Look at the community buy-in in Gainesville.
Yep.
We go up there and we outnumber them 4-1.
Yep, an hour away from their hometown.
To me, it just, what we have is so special because not a whole lot of people, if anybody in the state, could even say they have it.
Yep.
To be honest.
Yep.
Top to bottom, when it comes to your coaching staff, your players, your parents, your community, the school itself, the school system, they don't have that. And what we have is super, super special. And so I always invite people to enjoy the times we're in. And for Pete's sake, let's quit arguing about who is the best, and let's just start enjoying what we have.
100%. Well said.
And that being said, because everybody's going to disagree, Bryce and I talked about it. Growing up, Debrell Smiley was our hero. There was not a football player better to wear the blue and gold other than Debrell Smiley, just because that's who we grew up watching.
I get it.
But if you grew up in the 80s, it was Charlie Ward. If you grew up in the 90s, it was Joe Burns.
Yep.
And of course now these young kids, there's not going to be anybody better than Deuce Lawrence until otherwise proven.
Oh, Jalen Johnson.
Sure, that too.
I get it. I'm with you 100%. I totally agree.
Talk about great though. 25 definitely got to be the best on paper as far as just signing day. These kids going to colleges.
Yes. Yeah, and we
based
haven't
off
even
that
seen
alone.
the other kids that Skull signed.
That was
There's
just
still more.
that was an early signing.
I mean, 9 or was it 9?
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
And I think 5 of those are going
early. Year. The seniors this year and the juniors next year, the amount that we'll see that'll be signed will be just it'll probably be the best we've ever had, without a doubt.
Well, and that's what's crazy. I've already said this to some folks that kind of dropped the jaw. I was talking to Earl Brooks and them on the Talk thing last night. This senior class going 53-3, the best class ever. Next ye's senior class has a chance to eclipse that.
I think they could finish 57-3.
I mean, they are 41-2 entering next year.
Wow.
41-2. Because 2 15-0 seasons and an 11-win season, so it's 41-2, and that's it. That's crazy.
That's right.
Anyway,
that's right.
And those kids
3 or 4.
And those kids have never lost in the Jackets' Nest.
Nope. They have not lost a game at home.
And let me just say this, because I want to give some light to. We've got a class coming up in the 9th grade.
Oh my gosh!
That has never lost a football game. Together.
Oh
my gosh!
That's what I'm saying. This is not a one and done.
9th.
This is not a one and done.
And those guys were kind of hid back this year.
Yep.
I mean,
I would much rather.
But we got so many good ones.
None of the freshmen played on the varsity team. None of them.
Right.
Yeah.
But we're just so deep.
I would much rather have a house built on a solid foundation like we have versus a very beautiful house that's built on a sand foundation that eventually is going to give way.
Yep. No doubt.
Then built like the press box at Northside Stadium.
You mean where it moves?
Oh, bro.
Yeah.
It's kind of flexible depending on which way the wind's blowing.
I'm not going back up there.
Oh, my gosh.
It's kind of like an AT-AT from Star Wars.
That's a bad dude up there.
Oh, my gosh. Well, hey, Brian, listen, man, thank you for your help this year. And we'll get back in here after the first of the year and catch back up. But Merry Christmas to you and Ivy, and appreciate all that you did. And just, again, fantastic year, man. Best ever.
Y'all as well. I appreciate y'all and everything y'all continue to do for Jacket Nation and y'all's dedication. And we're blessed beyond measure, and I appreciate the fans, and I appreciate the listeners and the station. And I'm going to tell you, like I said, we've got it real good, and so we got to appreciate what we have.
1,000%, man. Hey, we'll talk at you soon. Merry Christmas to you.
Cowboys, Merry Christmas to y'all.
Real quick, I want to mention the seniors, and there's 22 of them. Okay. And we're not going to stop and really elaborate here, but I'm going to start at the back and go toward the front. Ashton Baker. Christian Powell, senior wide receiver. Eric Love, senior wide receiver. Deontavis Cooper, Zion Garlington, Artem Korchigan, Kentrell Sewell, Robert Wilson, Trey Guyton, Leonard Guyton III, Corey Mathis, Frank Garbett, Will Dowdy, Tristan Flanoy, Little Hawk, Jermaine Dennis Jr., Jalen Johnson, Cameron Brooks, my gosh, Camden Godwin, Eugene Ware, story there too, Rodney Dunbar, Danielle Jester, Christian Deuce Lawrence, Trayvon Pringle, Amari Stevenson. That's pretty sporty. But again, as we are saying here, the best news of all, there is a bunch coming back. The cupboard is far from bare.
I was counting right there. That's 5 starting offensive blockers. Frank Garbett, included in there. 3 or 4 on the offensive line. So one come back. But from what I've seen,
it'll be tough.
Yeah, but from what I've seen this year, the whole second half of about every game.
Eli's
group is looking pretty stout.
Man, I'm gonna tell you,
because they've
named me a game that they didn't come in and score immediately.
There ain't one.
That's against everybody's good.
And a few times they outscored the starters.
That's right. Well, here's what's scary.
I'm just telling you.
Imagine what would have happened if Deuce Lawrence had played more than 7 games all 4 quarters. Less than half of our games this year, Deuce and those starters played 4 quarters. Mm-hmm. And he ended up with 2,230 yards. That is insanity.
He could have been over 4,000.
He broken the state rushing record. I don't have any question in my mind. But, again, that's okay. The point was made, and I'll take the fact that those young guys got the experience because they will step onto that field totally confident.
I mean, they definitely would not have faced tougher opponents than they did this year.
100%.
Young guys.
100%.
It's a confidence thing. And
Yes. All right, guys.
I want to make one comment, too, about you mentioned Eric Love.
Yep.
If you want to go see something special, Eric Love can play some basketball like you have never seen.
I've heard.
He is first game out, he scored 34, 35 points right off the rip our first game. Our boys are, I don't know what their record is now, but at one time they were 5-1.
Yeah, they're impressive.
But now you get Camden Godwin goes to basketball. You get Rodney Dunbar goes to basketball. It's got to be some good rebounds with that. With
my gosh.
Yeah.
And I think there's a couple more. That basketball team can be special for Thomas County Central.
Yeah, full of some winners too now.
Oh yeah.
The winning mentality, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, let's thank Dairy Queen one more again.
Absolutely.
For their sponsorship of our Swarmcast through the course of the year. This is the champion blizzard, the Oreo blizzard, the classic but hard to beat it.
One more again's got to be a county thing.
One more again. That's anyway. Let's. We've got some presents that we need to open up, and I want to thank Patriots Pride Wood and Laser. Ken Hortman says they're 6-2. Wood and laser engraving. Andy Forte, who is a big fan and follower, has fixed us up with some presents. And I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to let you open this one, Jamie. You grab that one, Bryce. You open that one, and I'll take this one.
Got you a fifth in there. No, I'm just kidding.
It's a fourth. It's a quarter. It's a fourth.
It's a quarter.
I thought you were joking. I didn't think we were really fixing to do this.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Let's see what we got here.
You want the ASMR?
Keith Simpson, thank you. Congratulations from Gainesville. Appreciate y'all, man. Hopefully, maybe we get to see you guys again at some point in time. I'll take that.
I'll take it again next year.
Absolutely. That's classy, man.
Oh, 100%.
Absolutely.
100%.
Thank you, Keith.
Can you get it off of there?
Barely.
There you go.
He'll figure it out.
Need a combination lock to get that thing off of there.
Hold on, I'm listening to it.
All right, let me see what we got.
Oh, man.
What'd he do? What you got?
Oh, dude. You talking about sweet.
Got to practice.
Look at those.
Holy moly. This is 2025 state championship coasters.
Absolutely.
With our names on them.
Oh, there's
Casey Massey.
Mr. Massey. Hey, I want you to get it and put it right in the.
Oh, my gosh. Look at this thing, Jamie. Look at this.
Did you steal that out of my box?
Man. Look at that.
That is
steal
awesome.
out of my box.
No. He gave me my own box.
Oh, well, we got.
There's 3 more of them.
Yeah.
There's Bryce.
Oh, they all got our names on it, too. Look at that.
Look at this.
I bet you one of those, or one of these cases. Dude, that is awesome.
Man.
That is sweet.
Come on now. Andy, what are you doing? Casey, there's yours right there, buddy.
I guess I'll just have to take Brian's.
There's Randallion Young.
How about that? Man, thank you so much, Andy.
Yeah,
this is just
Andy,
amazing.
this is awesome, man. That's some great work.
Yeah, see if you can get it to where they can see it, Casey. There you go. Wait, angle it down. There you go. Right there. Look at that.
That's the coaster.
That's the coaster. And here's the kind of a turbis, or what do you call these things? Like a
Yeti cup. I could just call it a Yeti
like
cup.
a Yeti cup, yeah.
Like a little tumbler.
But it's engraved with the Swarmcast logo.
Man.
And then the TC on the back side of it there. That is super duper cool.
That's almost as good as the state championship itself.
Man,
ho, 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 boys.
That is awesome. Thank you so much, man.
That is awesome.
And by the way, I'm gonna return the favor to you. I got something I'm gonna work with. I need for him to do for me.
Hey, let me tell you something, folks. Go find Patriots Pride Wood and Laser. He can do this for y'all. I mean, and I'm sure that he'd be happy to personalize state championship coasters for whomever you wanted to, or get your own Swarmcast.
Oh, there's straws, by the way, too.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
Get your own
I'll
Swarmcast Yeti cup.
He's trying to short me.
That is so stinking cool.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to get him to work on some drumsticks for me. What an awesome thing he did for our whole drum corps.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah,
made all the drumsticks and personalized them,
Yep.
the bends, man, what an awesome thing.
Okay, before we get out of here, I want to pull up those final polls. And this is national, guys. I want y'all to check this out. These were all released today. And this is pretty special.
The Massey one or the
the Massey one first will be good.
So in '97, we ended up
number 9.
Number 9.
The Massey rankings here, number 7 nationally.
Dang.
That is the highest we've ever been. And then let's go to the other ones. Not quite as high, but again, these are national rankings.
These are
number
national.
8 here in the high school football top 25 from Rivals, number 8.
Wow.
Which again, the best ever. And then I think you've got, go ahead and go to the next one.
I don't have another.
Okay, well, I know that Max Preps had us at 11, I believe. And this is the front page of Sunday's newspaper. If you've not seen that, that's Little Hawk down there with Cam cheesing over there on the right.
I think that's Chester on the left.
They have these down at the Times Enterprise office downtown, and you are welcome to run down there and get you one of those. Very frameable. And
as Brian would say,
get you some of that. Man, these are
get
just
you
so
one of that.
awesome. These are just awesome. Andy, thank you. Look at that. Thank you so much.
Andy, thank you so much, man. That's awesome.
Guys, just a special year, fantastic year, and I want to thank the entire Jacket Nation for their support through the course of the season, supporting us, supporting the team, the program. Kind of circle your calendar for January the 5th. January 5th will be, at least right now, the schedule for the community celebration there at the Jacket's Nest, and that'll be a lot of fun. And hopefully, again, it won't be nearly as cold as it was last time, because I'm telling you, it was cold. But thanks to y'all. Thank you, gentlemen. Again, great year.
Yeah, thanks everybody for listening to me.
Absolutely.
Well, unfortunately, you're stuck with me. So.
You've done really good, man. You have done really good. I've enjoyed
y'all
and
too.
Casey, man.
Oh, I don't know what we do. I do not know what we do.
He is the guru.
We'd be sitting here in the dark.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
I don't know. We may can figure out the light switch.
You know, I did have a couple ideas, didn't I, the other day that Casey could help us with.
You did. I'll let y'all talk about that. That'll be one-on-one.
But
I just want to know if we get to still use our fire extinguishers next year.
Yeah, well, we took them out of the locker room. So
yeah, we stole them.
I may or may not have a plan for that one.
Well, I'm going to tell y'all what I'm going to work on in the off season.
What's that?
When they have the worm contest, I'm going to jump down
You going to
there.
get down there and do the worm?
Let me tell you something.
Dude,
when Jamie Majors does the worm, I'm coming out of the press box. It's done.
I ain't doing it then. I won't do it.
No, I'm going to come out and do it with you.
Are you going to do it?
I'm going to do it with you. Dadgummit, we'll be worming down there.
We're going to put that on Facebook, and nobody's going to look at it.
It'll go antiviral.
Antiviral.
I'm going to be honest with you. I ain't going to be doing it.
Nope.
Boy, I thought that was the coolest thing.
Yeah, it was good stuff. Well, thanks to the Jacket Nation for being who and what you are. This is just so special, and as I've said 1,000 times over the last couple of months, just enjoy this. Just enjoy this, because as Brian was saying a moment ago, you start adding up all of the elements that are a part of what is happening here. Very few communities get to enjoy what we are enjoying right now. And the best news of all, it ain't over. I mean, this ain't a one and done.
Got a good group coming.
Yeah. Well,
and that group deserves the same support, too.
Absolutely.
Andy Forte, if Jamie does the worms, the drumsticks are free.
Here we go.
It may be the inchworm. I don't know how much air I can get.
Oh, my gosh. It might be the pupa.
The what? Pupa. He's hatchling.
It's not quite a worm. It'll get there eventually. Ladies and gentlemen, Merry Christmas. Happy New Year for the whole